Hey guys, for this video we're going to install a rough country cold air intake on the Jeep. You can see the tube hiding back there. It comes with a filter, all the parts you needed. So we'll do a little install, show you how to take out the old, put in the new. We just need to push this guy right there, and that releases and pulls right off. Now we're going to need a ratchet. You got to take off this bolt here, this one here, and this one right here. So these are 10 millimeters. Now we want to take this band clamp off, and that's an 8 millimeter. And then we can lift this whole box just up. There's two pegs that it's sitting in. Give it a little pull. It pops up. And we can just slide this off the back. And the box portion is all removed. By the way, if you ever change your headlights, easy way to access it. Now carefully, because it's plastic, we're going to grab this guy with some pliers. Give it a little quarter twist clockwise. Did I say clockwise? Counterclockwise. And he can pull out just like so. And that comes off like so. We have this wiring that we got to pop off. You can use a little guy like this, or you can just get a screwdriver. You just sneak under these tabs and give it a little pry. Jiggle and wiggle. First one's out. Still a little jiggle and wiggle technique. And there it is. Original's all off now. Battery expired on the old headlamp, so we're kicking it old school. So the first portion of reinstalling is we need these little rubber grommets. I already took this one off. We need these little rubber grommets that are on the bottom of the original air box. So you just kind of pull and wiggle and they come off. Now we're going to put these rubber grommets back in the Jeep. So the skinnier side goes down and right into those two holes right there. So you should just kind of push into place like so, just like that. Now we're looking at the new box, and on the bottom there's these two holes, and you'll notice in your kit you got two of these little guys here. So you take that bolt out, run it through, so it's going to end up being installed just like so, and go ahead and tighten that down. We have those all tightened up. Next, using a 10 millimeter, we need to remove that bolt right there. In the kit we got this little rubber adapter, and we're going to thread that into the hole that we just took the bolt out of. Then the other side of this is going to get threaded into our heat shield there with that washer and nut that you see. Next we're going to put the new airbox in. We want to make sure those mounts go into the grommets, and that new piece is going into the hole right there. For the next step, we're playing with our tube and we're putting our little adapters on. First, you got to put that little rubber grommet in there, and that's a very tight fit. You're going to look at that and say, that does not fit in that hole. But give it some pushes. I used a little screwdriver to push it in at the crease, and try not to stab yourself or damage the little grommet there. And then the smooth coupler guy goes there with your two clamps, and that's going to go to the engine. And this is going to the filter, and I already went ahead and tightened that clamp there and the lower clamp there. Got those all on and tightened up. Now this guy we're not going to do the turn anymore because we're just going into a grommet. So put your little sensor back in. Gently, hopefully. Well, that doesn't fit in very well, does it? Got the sensor in, and let me tell you, the rubber grommet they supply, it was so much fun. It was the most fun I've ever had. So much fun, in fact, that I didn't even use it, and I had another rubber grommet from a kit that I had, and I used that because it was a more reasonable fit. It's still a nice tight fit. That can't go anywhere, but it's not as fun. Let's just put it that way. So then we just got to plug this guy back in. Just got to turn it the right way. I like how that looks better, although I might just cut this off because it's just hanging there doing nothing now. So, next thing we have to do is put our little adapter on our filter, and that's going to come through the hole right here. So that's how that adapter looks like on the filter. Then you can go ahead and tighten that clamp right there. And then we'll just slide it in through here and through the hole to connect our boot. Got that all connected. Now don't forget to connect our vent tube. It just kind of pushes on there. You can kind of hear it click even though you didn't see it click. So I just realized I forgot to put the little foamy thing around the edge. Didn't have to take the whole thing apart. Take off that 10mm nut. This thing just popped up, slapped it on. And now we can start it.